Hello everyone, Sakey here, New Zealand. Wake up, New Zealand. Today I want to talk about 5G. This is a subject I'm very passionate about and very worried about. Hubby came into my office a little while ago and says, I've got a load of research material that I've gathered over a period of time, a long period of time, about climate change, the climate change scam. And I said, that's great. He said, I'll forward it to you, I'll email it to you. And I said, okay, fine. He could see I wasn't that interested. I turned round to him and I said, look, Frost, I am more worried, not about, I am concerned how it's going to affect New Zealand economically with climate change, but I am more concerned how 5G is going to affect all our health. It's going to affect our health seriously so, particularly that of our children. So, you know people, enough is enough. The time is now. It's time for the people of New Zealand to stand up, for the government, the politicians to sit down. Time for the people to stand up and the politicians to listen and to act as to what the people of New Zealand want. I'm sick of this government and their crazy planning, their decision making. They're making life and death decisions and they cannot be trusted. There is not one thing that they have carried out. Any of those decisions they've fully carried out since they've been in government. It's just a pure wish list. But this is crazy. 5G is crazy. Now we're talking about politicians with no conscience. To have no conscience is it's a very dangerous characteristic. No conscience, no blame, no shame. They'll do just what they like and they don't care about you, they don't care about me, they don't care about your families. They will just go on making these decisions that are life and death. Spark and Vodafone boast about how fast and convenient your internet is going to be on 5G. Smartphones, smart appliances, smart cars with 5G transmitters right in the car with you. Smart healthcare, smart baby nappies. I am not joking you. So, who do we blame? We blame the controlling, powerful force of domestic and international governments, large organisations, those greedy, money-hungry bastards, and the UN who make all these agreements to say that they are going to protect human life, particularly that of our children. There's many of them. And when it comes to this, 215 scientists, real scientists, out from 40 countries, take 10,000 pieces of research science material to the UN. That was in 2015, and still they carry on and support it. They are satanic and they are evil, and our politicians are just the same, because look how they're treating these other people. 5G is an experiment, and we are the ones that it's been experienced. We are the experiment, part of the experiment. They've already experimented on mice and rats, which have got heart tumours and brain tumours. So, what are we going to do? What's the best thing to do? Firstly, join a ban 5G group. Really important. Very important for 5G groups to actually support one another. At some stage you need to come together very quickly and you need to act very smartly. You need to hold your politicians in your area accountable. get them to sign on the dotted line that this 5G is not going to affect your health, and if it does, you can sue them. Tell them you will sue them. There has been no scientific evidence to say that it won't affect your life. Peters, Arden, she's got a baby, for goodness sake. Just shows you she has no conscience. So we've got to demand. We've got to go to council meetings. We've got to contact authorities, get them to say you want them to sign on the dotted line. Ask HCC, are they going to cover you if you have your health affected, if you get cancer from 5G? This is bloody serious stuff, people. It's the worst thing that could ever hit New Zealand. So, are we being killed by kindness? You know, telecommunications companies like Vodafone and Spark are giving us this message that this will be a very fast internet speed. It's going to make life much better for us all. Life will be different. Yeah, life will be very different. It will never be the same again. It will cause irreversible damage, not just to the health of human beings, but to, we're talking animals, insects, plants, everything. The ITU want to roll out 2 billion 5G objects across the globe on Earth by the year 2020, and many more in the sky. You're going to have 5G cells every 2 to 8 houses, under drain covers, up lamp posts, tops of lamp posts and tops of telephone boxes, hidden in trees, under manhole covers. You name it, they'll be everywhere. They'll be next to schools, next to preschools. So, there's going to be trillions and trillions worldwide by 2024. There was a woman not so long ago that was detained in England because she complained about 5G. What did they do to her? They detained her, put her in a mental health facility for claiming that 5G radiation is harmful to health. Yeah, more freedom of speech stuff. As I said, for children, it's going to be much worse because there will be serious health risks. They're very vulnerable to the results of radiation because they're developing brains and hormonal balance. And when their hormones start to change, they're even more vulnerable. And children have small skulls, which means there's an increased exposure to having brain tumours. Lies will be told by those who are greedy, are hungry for your money, hungry for their fortunes, money over life, and they will call it a hoax. Health and safety guidelines are about 20 years old, inadequate, obsolete. There's no strong and effective safety guidelines. 5G is untested technology. So what do you look for? 5G antennas. Well, they'll be positioned everywhere. On street signs, street lights, post boxes, everywhere. On top of those pack and stack buildings, outside nursing homes, everywhere. So, what are the effects that can happen to your health? Increased cancer risks, cellular stress, genetic damage, functional changes to reproductive systems, learning and memory deficits, brain disorders, negative impacts on your general feeling of well-being. So scientists say that all living things that are exposed to electromagnetic fields produced by smartphone devices and transmission towers will be affected, because with 5G they need many, many more objects. It won't be just one tower. They will be everywhere. You won't be able to escape them. So many people many people have been advised to protect themselves as much as possible. Instead of using your mobile, time and time again, use a landline. Send texts, don't put that phone up to your ear. Buy a radiation detector. The only way to protect yourself, really, if you don't get this banned, is to take a one-way ticket to the moon. It's the only way, and never come back again. Unfortunately, moon travel hasn't got that far yet. So, people, you need to come out in force to demand no 5G in New Zealand. You need to do it now, soon. Later will be too late. People, stand up. Time for the government to sit down. More effects from 5G. Blindness, hearing loss, skin cancers, male infertility, thyroid issues, various forms of cancer. 215 scientists from 40 countries appealed to the UN for urgent action to reduce electromagnetic fields exposure emitted from wireless sources in 2015. 10,000 pieces of research that produced evidence of risks of cancer. A biochemistry professor at Washington State University, Dr. Martin Powell, he says severe health risks from 5G. Health and safety guidelines are obsolete and work in favour of telecommunications companies. So, wherever you are in New Zealand, I want you to search out any groups that have ban 5G support groups. If there isn't any, try doing your own research. Start up your own group. We need to stop this, and we need to stop now. Enough is enough. People need to stand up, and these politicians and this government need to sit down. Thank you, people.